Right, so next thing I want to do is install Sales Inbox. So now what we can do is when we go to an account and we pick out a contact, we're going to send emails in between, which it will track in here the emails, but the Sales Inbox is a funky tool where you can see who's opened stuff, who's replied, who's contacted you, and it's just an easier place to configure. So, if we look at it, the first of its kind inbox will transform how you do sales. The deal changing email organizer unites email and CRM information in a single view. Hands-free email, CRM actions inside email, notifications for open clicked, CRM templates, for filter emails using CRM data, and response watch and more. So it's pretty cool. So I'm going to configure it, right? So I'm going to use, when it says account type, IMAP integration, we're going to use the email we set up in the first stage of this training on our Zoho Mail. If you're using any of these others, you can, but Zoho Mail will work better. And it's going to be Team Happy Me Sports, right? It's going to be Team Happy Me Sports. That's what it's going to go through as. Email address is team@happymesports, and the account password is the email password, right? And then we click continue. Default from address, I want it to be sent from this email address. Email sharing permissions, obviously we've only got one user in this training, but if you wanted to share with other people, you could click public or custom and change. I'm just going to say private to me. You can do this later, but if you've got any import email filters, you can import them. I don't, so I'm just going to click skip, and the email sync is going to happen. It's going to happen pretty quick because we haven't sent any, right? We haven't got anything in the inbox. So here's just the some test ones. I'm not sure if I'm in the CRM. If I'm not, see what you can do now is if you've got people in your inbox, you can see here there isn't anything. There isn't a CRM contact set up, so I can quickly add that as a contact, right? Team@2. Okay, always makes me look a fool, doesn't it? Somewhere along the line. Oh, go back. Contact. First name. Why is it picking that off? Oh, right. It wants me to type it in there, I think. Last name. Nicholson. I'm not sure what this is picking up. It shouldn't be showing that for you. Account name. You're not going to have an account, so you're going to have to type one in. You may have to add that. Phone number if you've got one, and click save. And that will create a contact for that person. Even though it looked like it did something funky. It did something funky there, didn't it? Maybe that. Yeah, I'll come back to that. But what you're going to get now is if I go somewhere and pick a contact, say this Abraham Cratch, I can email that contact by sending mail up here. You can do this without the sales inbox, but the sales inbox is going to give you funkier information. Hello, checking up. Have you considered the membership? Whatever it is, you're going to be nicer than that. And send it, right? And that's going to send it to me. Hey, Cratch. So I should get an email, here we go, from team@happymesports. Have you considered the membership, right? Now when I go to my sales inbox, contacts and leads, I should have in my sent, Team Happy Me. No, it's not happy at the minute, is it? So I'm going to pause and come back to why. I may still be setting up. It may still be just taking a little time to get synced properly with mail. But if I go back to that account, what was it, Abraham Cratch? See, this is that new account that I've just set up. If I go back to find Abraham, I'm going to see this Abraham Cratch. See the contacts and the accounts. I'm going to go to the contact, and it's going to show, what's that notification? Abraham, yeah, so it's now working. So Abraham, it sees that you saw that I opened that email, right? And now it's notifying me to say Abraham Cratch opened that hello email. So I know that person's read it, right? So now when I reply, yeah, let's do it, and send. You're going to get the email came through. It's a little bit confusing, but in the other out, here's the other email, right? You're going to get within that contact the email information, so you can scroll down to find it, but there's a lot of things. It's obviously there, but if you're at the top, you just click here. See how it says emails 1, and you can click and you can just see what's been emailed to that person. Have you considered membership? It's a little slow today, isn't it? I think I'm still possibly setting up. The sales inbox may still be setting itself up, but you can see where it's going to be beneficial. Obviously, we'll go further in with this as we get further in. Hello, checking up, contacts and leads. I've used new mail received, right? There we go. So now it's going to show. Yeah, let's do it, right? And again, that's not, again, there's done something funky that it's not accepting the contact. So I'll have a look at what mine's doing, and I will put in the bottom of this lesson the fix for what it did funky, because it should be here picking up the contact, but it may still be setting up, but I will put what happened further down in the lesson. So, come on. So when I go back to contacts, I should have a notification up here showing that person has replied as well, which for some reason it's not showing. But when I go to emails down here, again I can get back to that email. So it's doing something a little bit funky at the minute, but I will fix it and tell you what changed. But that's the sales inbox. I'll do a separate training on everything when it's set up and how to use it. See now the inbox is there. It's doing something a little bit funky at the minute, and I will fix, and I'll put underneath this video in the training. I'll either re-record this video and you won't even see it, or below I'll have another video just explaining what happened. All right.